Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Mamma mia, it is December, and what is December known for? Well, the month of snow, the month of Christmas. It's a long time ago, it will be on the 24th night, 25th of December, Christmas, but we are already in Christmas vibes. Why? Because there is no football, so we are thinking already at the party. Ciao a tutti! Ciao ragazzi! Let me say hello to the people. Today I want to laugh. I want to laugh because you saw who I put on the thumbnail and you know what title I've put on the thumbnail. Super coach, super manager. Yes, we are speaking about Massimiliano Allegri. I will explain you because today I laughed. I laughed too much. I was about to do a video and I said, no. I have to laugh live in with the guys of the chat because otherwise it will be not good enough for me to do just a video. Ciao to Styler Z, that is the first one in the chat. 2 lives in a row and also 2 lives that you were the first. Ciao Ricky, super coach, help us, God help us. From zero to hero. I know. That's why I'm doing a live, to answer all these comments. Ciao Tom C. Allegri is the man. Forza Juve from Stavros. Some emotes from Amat. I don't know if he's really happy about the thumbnail. Ciao the Rocky. Rocco to glory. Ghost. Allegri is climbing the hierarchy. And in a few years, or maybe even in a few months, he will be the president of Juve. Ciao Vito. Thomas. Allegri is in and not hashtag Allegri out. Cortomuso in the management. Super manager, what are you talking about? Is the message of James. But James is saying, since when? What are you speaking about? Beppe, explain, because I will not sleep if you don't explain. Bogdan, prepare for Rabiot extensions and Deschilio Prime. Are we still in Serie A? Is the doubt and the stress and the nightmare of BA. Paul, attenzione guys, because this could be really dangerous. I don't like the idea that a manager has most, if not all, of the power to take decision in terms of Mercato, and worse, with a manager that is in doubt to continue with. David, with the help of Allegri, and that's really funny because we have 2 comments next to each other that are totally different. We are 3rd in the group. I think that our future is with him. It will be amazing. Expect everyone and all the haters saying the matter is that we are Bianconeri and we have to be united. Ciao Bianconero or Bianconeri. Morning Beppe, the coffee is ready again. Today I didn't take a coffee. Today, no coffee for me. Romeo Fontana, mamma mia, Romeo Fontana, what a beautiful name. Beautiful name. Ciao Marian, Hitem, David, Ron Rusitano, they saying Beppe, nice sweater. Ciao Beppe Natale. Beppe Natale I love, because you know it, in Italy we say Babbo Natale. Babbo, father, Natale, Christmas, Christmas father, Santa Claus. Beppe Natale, I like. Ciao Nestor. Merda are in Malta, it's true, Inter is in Malta, loving the felpa, arrived today. I received a few things, I don't know if you already see here, the new shirt of Juve, the 3rd one. And I bought other things, guys. But anyway, that's another one. Ciao Stavros, ciao Abai, Red Jaden. Buonasera, Jurki, that became a member yesterday. And he said, Beppe, buonasera. Good to see you. Cristina, Evelyn at Juve. Read some rumors. It would be really nice. Well, I don't know, Yuri. I don't know about that. Then we will see. But I'm not 100% sure if that's a good idea, because I have my own principle and I will answer that question as well. Ciao Beppe, ciao Radovan, ciao Anthony Schifano, Supreme Chancellor Allegri, and Antonio, I know this is unpopular, but I still believe in Allegri. What these captions mean with Allegri, I just joined. I didn't explain. And now, because L1G is saying, Beppe, stop with saying hello to everyone, we want the explanations. We go, how and why am I putting Super Coach on the thumbnail? After how much? 5 minutes. 5 minutes is okay, guys. We go with what I saw today. Juve, that is always reporting the news of Juventus, translating them, so thanks for him to doing a beautiful job. Well, he wrote the words that were reported by a friend of me, Matthias Pog, in Italian, that was listening to Sky Sport. Juve, he said from Sky Sport, he translated. And what did he translate? That Allegri will have a different role at Juventus. A coach with more power, like Alex Ferguson at Manchester United. He will be the point of reference for the technical area assisted by sporting director Cherubini. This news came directly from John Elkann. Words of Sky Sport Italia. Okay. I read this, and I'm really curious because I see 288 likes, but I see 28 quote retweets and a lot of replies with a lot of people that went totally crazy. Oh dear God. F from Lord, saying F, finished club. That's all, folks. Brutal. I am done with this club. Disaster. We can't beat this guy. He's doing some secret cheating. Stiamo a posto. Forse meglio la Serie B. All good, guys. Maybe it's even better if we go to second division. We see Cortomuso. Some memes. Please. Radiateci. Cancel the club. Please cancel the club. Don't continue the pain that we are having now. Can we please stop it once and for all? At this point, I'm not even gonna get angry. I don't even want to fight for it. I'm just gonna enjoy insane right this is. And so on. And you saw the strange picture that we just saw that I don't even want to comment. Anyway, I saw that, and these are just some examples of people that are reacting to the news. Allegri, super manager, super coach with a lot more power. Well, the first thing that I'm doing is, okay, is it a real news? Yes or no? Where is that information coming from? Because if I go to Sky Sport, I'm waiting for Asmun to score his first goal with Juventus, because he was announced at Juventus as the striker for last winter when Juventus was looking for a striker. So that means that everyone can have some sources, and sometimes these sources are right, sometimes these sources are wrong. At the moment, I didn't hear John Elkann say Allegri is the super manager. One, I explain how I'm thinking, guys. Second, until when will he be the super manager? Because if it's until the end of his contract, mamma mia, 2025, that means that we have 2 years and a half of a super manager, Massimiliano Allegri. I look for the date, I listen to Sky Sport, I don't see any date. So, I'm thinking, well, it can mean a lot of things. Superpower. Of course, the words are exaggerated. We need to sell papers. We need to have people stick to the screen. People need to watch. People need to understand. People, they don't need to zap to change the channel. Super coach, super manager, Alex Ferguson. Well, there is no date. But if I think logically, today, Nedved is not there, Agnelli is not there, Arrivabene is half and half there until the new board of directors will be officialized. All the people that were also taking care of sport events, or at least what's happening on the field, with the link, with the management, they disappeared. And especially a role like Pavel Nedved. Who was doing Mercato? Cherubini, with Arrivabene. At the moment, and we said it in the video, at the moment we have one priority. John Elkann has one and only one priority. What is it? Ciao MMA, ciao Gazzo, ciao Jim. What is the priority? Is to form that board of directors with a president, a general director, probably a vice president, and also that board of directors. How many people? 8, 10, I don't know. And we said we will have technical people, lawyers, we will have finance expert, account people, and all these kind of people. They will be there. At the moment, we give trust. I said it 5 points in a video of John Elkann, giving trust to the people that are still there after denying the resignation of Cherubini. We know that he gave his resignation, were refused by Agnelli, and then also by consequence by John Elkann. Allegri, we don't know if he really resigned or not, but he had the thought, but he received the trust to continue. Well, at the moment, it's totally normal that he will have more power. He will have totally more power. It makes sense, because a lot of people are gone, and they will not be replaced at the moment by sporting people. We are talking about Del Piero, we are talking about Chiellini, even Platini was mentioned, Trezeguet. These people that can bring some football knowledge into the management, but these are step 2, and probably they will not even enter the board of directors, okay? So, at the moment, it is totally logical. Then, if you go back and don't lie, try to use your memory. When Allegri came back 2.0, before we saw on the field that Allegri didn't perform as we were expecting, what did we say? Go back on the videos. What did we say? Allegri this time will have a more important role at Juventus. That means that Allegri will also have his say on the player that he wants. Ciao Spider Luca. What's the difference? Tell me what's the difference with this. Tell me what's the difference with this. Super manager, point of reference of the technical area assisted by sporting director Cherubini. There is no difference. Or at least in the past, there was a table where you had Nedved, not even Agnelli, Nedved, Arriva Bene, Cherubini, and Allegri, 4 guys that were discussing about Mercato, finance, possible, yes or no. In the past, in the Allegri 1.0, the first version of Allegri, he was not invited to this meeting. Now he was. Strategy already has been set for the winter Mercato. Then, of course, we'll see how free we are to buy a player. We said it, we sell. Maybe Weston McKennie, we have some money for another player, preferably on loan without obligation to buy. And then we have next summer, okay? It is not about Allegri having a total new role in the company for the next 2.5 years. At least this is not what has been reported. We are in an emergency situation where the coach Massimiliano Allegri is alone, because first we need to think about the other things, about refusing and defending ourselves by the disgusting accusation that we can read everywhere online and on the papers. And that's why at the moment we pay attention. Then John Elkann will say to Cherubini, look, this is the budget that you have. Because with the finance guys, we already have a loss of 250 million. We already have problems. We also have to pay the lawyers for the cases that are coming from UEFA, from here, from there. The budget that you have for the Mercato is 10 million. You sell, you buy. Well, what can Allegri do? What can Allegri do? What can Allegri do? And this is the first one that I want to stop. I was absolutely not panicking. I was absolutely not shocked. We don't know nothing. And that's why I was a bit sad with the comments that I was reading everywhere online about, Mamma Mia, it's over, Finnish club, it's over. What pained me, and then I will read and we'll continue with the second part, because there is always a second part of the same topic, then we go to the other topics. What hurted me a lot was that people were celebrating the dismissal or the resignation of President Agnelli. Why? Because it was supporting own ideas, because they knew the relationship with Agnelli and Allegri. Agnelli defending his own choice to put Allegri as the coach of Juventus. Well, people were celebrating that he was gone because finally, Allegri would have been sacked. And with Allegri sacked, we would finally have beautiful football. Propositive football, offensive football, Brazil, like we saw today, football, with actually a coach, Tite, that is really balanced, that is criticized a lot of time because he's balanced, but that's another discussion. Well, now that John Elkann, apparently written here, has chosen for that idea of actually saying the same thing that Allegri was already doing under Brackett, well, it's not good anymore. John Elkann out. I promise you I saw already John Elkann out. That's what I saw. Seriously, yeah. So people, they don't care. They really don't care about who or what. As long as they win with their own idea. At the moment, the idea is they don't care. They don't want Allegri in. And whoever will be against that decision, it will be out. Like this, then we finish. Let me read a few of your comments, guys. Love the sweater. Thank you, Javi. Beautiful. Guys, it's really beautiful. Let me show you. It's really beautiful. And you have the balls. I have how much balls? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have the snowman here. The written Juventus here. The stars. It's beautiful. I really like it. It's warm. It's nice. You can find it on the site of Juventus, of course. Unlimited power. Attenzione. Every coach, while on duty, should have the power to be involved in transfer targets, and other sport things. This superpower manager seems to me as news selling bull. And I agree with Radovan. For me, again, I agree that what Juventus was probably doing as a mistake in the past was absolutely not involving the managers. We know it. Pirlo was absolutely not involved. They were speaking, yes, we need a striker. Okay, fine. Everyone can see it. Everyone can see it. Even my son, he knows that we needed a striker at the time. But he was not involved in the players' decision. Sarri was not involved. Allegri was not involved in the past. Conte was not involved, and that's why he was pissed off. Luckily, we are now involving the coaches. Then, regardless that it's Allegri or the next one, whoever comes and sit on a bench, I agree with Radovan, they should be a coach with a voice. That doesn't mean that he will decide who we will buy or not. This year we bought, and I saw some comments online, we bought Pogba, we bought Paredes, we extended De Sciglio, and I don't know, Milik and whatever. Well, what did you expect? Did you read the interceptions that Allegri was saying, guys, you have done a really, really bad Mercato? And even Cherubini said it's true. It was a Mercato just based on profit and not about technical part to actually reinforce the team. Really bad. So even Allegri was like you guys, like me on the channel, saying, hey, we are not complete. We miss a few things in that team. And probably in this summer he was saying the same. Of course, he would prefer to have, I'm just saying names here, Kroos, Casemiro, Tchouaméni, and Camavinga. Of course. But guys, if you say I want Camavinga and Tchouaméni, and I want Gvardiol and Pavlovic, and they said, guys, it's not possible, then it's over. Then you go with B solution, if not C solution, that you are able to offer yourself. So, bella top, eh? I love it. Guilherme, good evening, Beppe. I hope you are having a great day. Yes, I had. Beautiful sweater. Thank you, Guilherme. I had, look at that. New fresh Beppe. It's from like 30 minutes ago. Before starting the video, I went and in the shower. Even the beard is much smaller because it was a disaster. So yeah, I watched the 2 games. Mamma mia, Brazil was another category. Happy for Danilo. Bremer difficult. On the left side, Bremer is difficult. Maybe, hopefully, Allegri is watching because he already understood it. He already knows. But we need someone on the left because Bremer, forget about it there. We have no power anyway. We can just wait and see. Indeed, that's actually pretty cool. I don't know what you're speaking and referring to, Peter, but I'm happy if you think that it's pretty cool. Elkann should say to Allegri that he stays and hopes he can make the team fight for the title. And in the summer, they will make a decision. 0 titles and Champions League out. In group shouldn't be a safe place for Allegri. Well, that's a good link, Sandro de Jong, with what I wanted to say. We know it. Let's speak about the old management. You remember? They said, at the end of the year, we speak about Allegri. Before he continues, he had the trust. What was the end of the year? We will never know it. Was it the end of the season? Was it the end of 2022? If the results were not good, they would have probably taken a decision as soon as possible during these months. Luckily for Allegri, luckily, especially for us, for Juventini, for Juve, for the club, we did 6 wins in a row. That is bringing us in the top 3 with a really small margin behind, because they are all there with -1, with a big gap on top, +10. Well, today he has a contract of 2.5 years. Whatever you want, you can't just sack him. Yeah, Manchester City, they can sack Guardiola. Paris Saint-Germain, they can sack Tuchel. Yes. Chelsea, they can sack Tuchel. Yes, they can buy another coach. Juventus can't do that. Sorry for the reality. We just can't do like this. We can, and then we have to oblige to promote a Montero that probably is not ready today, especially in the situation that we are in today. So what I believe, guys, and this means absolutely nothing here, what I believe, not because of UFC that is doing a great job, again, before some people they start, no, because of Sky Sport, because at the end it's the word of Sky Sport. This means nothing, because what I believe is today, super manager, yes, of course, he's alone, and he will take some decision with Cherubini, and together of Cherubini will go as a voice to the one that will sign the player from the winter or the summer. This is what we want to do. Can we? Are we allowed to? Yes or no? But then, if Juventus is out of Champions League, if Juventus is not performing, if Juventus this, well, maybe at the end of the season we have a totally different view on things. So, makes totally no sense. And then, again, what has been reported here, it's not an idea of John Elkann. It was already something that was put in place. Karim the Dream, they have to back him up at this point. It's good for him. But the words are beautiful, if true. I don't know where Sky Sport had that information, but can be true. Allegri or not, we need a Mercato plan to be sync with manager tactics for consecutive years. Yes, and more than names, we need an identity, we need players that they want to go for it, and we also need ideas. Because otherwise it will be really difficult. Because forget about the big names. Forget about the big names, especially now with all the mediatic, because I call it a media court that is happening now, because we are already guilty on the media, and in the ideas, in the consciousness of some people, it's even more difficult financially. And now some people are saying Juve, I don't know, I am not sure, maybe I will sign for you, and what will happen? Maybe I will not play 3 years of Champions League. I'm hesitant, so hopefully the process can be really, really fast. Beppe, you need to go back to gym, bro. The belly is getting out of control. You are crazy. You are crazy. It's the camera. Look, guys, what are you speaking about? What are you speaking about? I'm good. Look at that. What are you speaking about? Yeah, of course, I have a small belly, but that's good. That's good. Guys, I have a son. I have a wife. I have a house. I have a job. I'm living also with my dream. I'm speaking online. What are you speaking about? What are you speaking about? Eat before the life will eat you. Anyway, I never did gym. Samir, looking sharp. Beppe, look, you don't even know. One is saying that I'm about to explode. The other one is saying that I'm looking sharp. Not every manager have the right character to have this power, but a manager have to have more authority. You see, baby, you see here. No belly, no party, Sisman. I agree. Ciao Ninib, welcome. Ciao Tariq. Tariq that is pissed off. I see. I read his tweets online. He's really not happy with the situation at the moment. No sense talk about Arab money teams. Brazil looked invincible today. Mamma mia, what a team. Ciao Punsara. What do you think about Vlahovic and all these rumors? It makes totally sense. It's actually linking with what I was just saying, Evgeny. Look, papers, it is quiet. They need to sell about the clubs as well, because World Cup is good until a certain moment, especially until your country is there. But then you also need to sell some some papers with some names. Guys, it's totally normal. I receive a lot of message on Instagram, DM, Twitter, and so on. Beppe, is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Watch the videos. I'm speaking about the video. I give you also the opportunity to ask the question now on live. So I'm doing a lot of lives also and videos in the morning. People, they read an article. Beppe, is it true? Will we sell Vlahovic? Is it true that all the agents will listen to other clubs? Probably yes. Probably yes. Makes sense. Guys, it makes totally sense. Agents, put it in your head. Agents, they are already looking and listening to the market 365 days a year. okay? Because what is the role of the agent? Not to actually make the club happy. The agent is making his player happy and himself happy. If he can have a commission here, if he can have a more bigger salary for his player with another club, he will do it. Why not? Why not? So they are always listening. Then if you read all the papers, thing, blah 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 online, of course, you are listening to other clubs, to availability. So I'm not sure if the manager from Dushan did it. At the moment he played the World Cup, he was just eliminated. He will have some days of rest, and hopefully the growing pain will heal. That's what he's thinking about. Then at the end of the season, wait, what is happening with the things we don't even know. And that's the second topic that I want to speak about, that we don't even know. But I don't know. No, Vlahovic really, I don't think so. If Juventus remains in Serie A, which is highly probable, if Juventus participate to the European Cups, what is highly probable today, I don't see any reason for Vlahovic to leave. No. Then some people are saying, because of Allegri that will stay, Vlahovic will leave. I don't know about that. He just joined one and a half year ago. Then, of course, guys, probably in a financial situation that we are in today, probably we will have to sacrifice some people, to sell some people that can bring in a lot of cash. Who are these players that can bring us a lot of cash? Well, Weston McKennie can bring you some cash, but also Zakaria, that we bought only for 5 million. Maybe a Rovella can bring you a lot of cash. These players can bring you a lot of cash. Vlahovic, not that much, guys, because you just bought him for 80 million euro for 4.5 years. So he's not the one that will bring you a lot of cash. Of course, Vlahovic will have to do a better 2023 season that he was doing in certain moments of 2022, also influenced by growing pain, of course, and also in the jump from Fiorentina to Juve. Look at that. A man without a belly is like the sky without the stars. Mamma mia. I love that country. In Sweden, it is good to have a belly because it is cold. It will be your heater. Vlahovic might end up like Dybala. No, that's a total different situation. First of all, Dybala was in a big war with Paratici. That's one. Dybala was injured. Dybala was not happy. He was sad. And Dybala was already there since 7 seasons. It's a total different story. We can't compare both of them. And then Juventus decided not to renew him and to let him go for free. Of course. No, I have no problem. Then he can leave. Attenzione, maybe he can leave. We don't know. Mercato is crazy. We know it. We made a song about it. But at the moment, no. So, this is about Super Manager Allegri. Then, of course, if there were some discussions today that he was making about football with Nedved, well, Nedved will not be there. That's a fact. Until we have a face that is representing or substituting Pavel Nedved, of course, he will have more power. In that way, yes. Because if in the past he was saying to Nedved, I played like this because of that, he didn't have to explain what he was about to do. But if it was not working, he had to explain. Well, there will be nobody. So, if there is nobody, he will not have to explain it. No, Yuri, I'm not saying that he will leave Rovella. I'm not saying that. High chances that instead he will come and he will stay, because Paredes will not be bought by Juventus. So the chances are big because he has a really low salary with zero investment. But of course, you will have to sell some players. So I was just mentioning some players that can bring you some cash in. Rovella is one of them, but I'm not even sure. Then If Del Piero will arrive, maybe, but in a second step. And we already said it in the videos, the first one will be first the board of directors, because from what we understood, the vice president or that face will not enter the board of directors. Maybe it will, but looks like not. So first the board of directors, that will be announced on the 18th of January, and from there on they will focus on the other things that we have to solve, because there are some things that we have to solve. The second thing is that we have to, he needs to agree with the project, because from the moment that they are working on their things, they have also to start thinking about the future, about Juventus, about the field, about this, about that, and he will need to understand the project involved, yes or no. So it will be in a later stadium, okay? I just want to answer the question of Jurki Steph about Evelina Kristilin. Well, it's a good question, and you can see it here actually, because there is something here, I don't know if you see it or not, here, that is saying Super League. Countdown started in 10 days, the first verdict. Does that mean that it's not the final decision? But the first decision will be explained in 10 days from now, and we all knew it. We are waiting for the first one, then we will wait until March for the second step. Well, at the moment, Juventus is still one of the leaders of the Super League. Of course, without Agnelli, we need to re-evaluate where Juventus will stand with the Super League project. From what I heard, we are still sticking with Super League, because without Super League, we have a big problem. Because forget about the glorious days in next year, but also in 5 years, also in 10 years, and also in 20 years. It will be over for European football if you are not part of the Premier League. So they really believe in it. I don't know in what way. I don't know what kind of formula. That doesn't mean that you go to Super League, that you are not participating to your own league, and you continue to play your own league, but the Super League replaces the Champions League, okay? Why am I saying Evelina Kristilin? I don't believe in it. Because Evelina Kristilin, for the people that do not know her, she has been friend with the family since ever. Since I know Juve, I always saw her sticking around. She's a Juventina, important politician, sport, has been, I believe, if I'm not wrong, in the past, in the board of directors of Juventus, in the past, shareholder, and so on and so on. Now she's involved in UEFA and FIFA, okay? She's totally against Super League. She's totally against. And she even went against Juve when Juve spoke about it. Remember, the first time it came out. So if tomorrow we see Evelina Kristilin in Juventus, that means Juventus. From the moment that you see her at Juventus, that means Super League, we can forget about that project. Right or wrong, I don't know. If she comes, we know. But at the moment, from the information that I read and see, Juventus is not giving up on the Super League, so I don't believe that she will be the next president or vice president or whatever at Juventus. What I believe, yeah. Then I can be wrong, of course. Steve Cano is going to sleep. I will watch the live tomorrow. Our super goat Allegri, or Mr. Miyagi. He will heal everyone. Hey, he needs to heal. Maybe we need a Mr. Miyagi in the gym medical. Beppe, did you see the football challenge on Sky Sport YouTube with Alessandro Del Piero? Maybe Ale should play for us again. No, I didn't see it. So I will try to watch it later. Forget about her. We risk so much. Yeah. But I wanted to answer the question why I don't believe. Then, guys, continue to ask me questions. Huh? Oh, and also, if you want to, continue to put a maximum of likes. Maximum. Otherwise, from here we go here. Maximum of likes. Maximum of likes. Continue to do so. Otherwise, we didn't even reach the 100 likes. So I believe I explained quite well about the topic of Allegri. Then, guys, what is my opinion about Allegri? Because I'm not here to defend. I don't care. You know that Allegri has never been my favorite coach. I supported him as I supported every single coach that was at Juve, every single player, even if sometimes you dream of something else or whatever. I always said you start a project, where you finish a project. At the end of the project, you evaluate and you take harsh decisions. Sometimes you have to act faster when is that moment where you sit together in the meanwhile in the season because things are really, really bad and you have zero trust anymore, or the coach can't convince you that he believes in it himself, and then you have to take decision much faster. Then, if Allegri is the coach until the end of the season, I will wish with all my heart, that Max Allegri will have the best results ever. That we continue with maybe 30 wins in a row. That's the smallest thing that I wish for him, is to win as much as possible. I don't care about Allegri, Tite, Deschamps. Of course, thinking forward, I said, I believe, before all that chaos, I said I believe it would be the last season of Allegri. Why? Because I said if he wins, I believe he will leave from his own. If he doesn't win, I believe he will be sacked. That's what my conviction was. Now, it's a total different story. Now it's a total different scenario. I don't know. I don't see now Allegri, if he's doing okay, if we qualify in Champions League, I don't see Allegri saying, I leave. I leave by my own, because he won't, maybe if we don't even reach the Champions League. Because I don't know if Allegri is the type of guy to say, ciao, ciao, I leave you in the mud. I don't believe so. I believe instead that if things are going really wrong, I believe that he would offer his support. What I believe, I don't know. Then, guys, this was the second topic I wanted to speak about, that today I spoke in the video. Is written, there is the risk of losing points. Depending, we will have more news around April or May, but there is a risk of losing points. We don't know if we will lose points. We don't know yes or no if it will happen, but there is a risk. So everything that we will play, everything that we will do will be a kind of virtual campionato, Serie A. What does that mean? That tomorrow you win the Scudetto, and then they decide to take you 2 points away and you're second. You are fourth, they take you 1 point away and you are fifth. You don't know. And that's a big problem, because we don't know. So what is the only logical thing to do is sticking together and try to win every single game from the moment that they are back in La Continassa. Tomorrow, 14 players will be there. From that moment on, go. Fight, win. That's what we have to do. Beppe, I already read that. Let me check. Sisman, the Super League make Juve to be hated by UEFA and other fans. Yes. Unpopular opinion, doesn't have a lot of time the support of other people. Makes sense. It's an unpopular opinion. If you take big, bold decision, not a lot of people will agree with you. Pogba, Loca, Fagioli, if they all can stay healthy. Until the end of the season, I believe that Rabiot will be there. Even if I would absolutely not be surprised, guys, that in January someone will knock the door and they will say, we offer you 10 million for Rabiot. And I would absolutely not be surprised if Juventus says yes, depending on the healthy condition of Paul Labille Pogba. If you want to go to Paul Labille Pogba, I can show you. Paul Labille Pogba, as I said this morning on the video, I don't know why Di Marzio was so late today with that news, but the training program in Miami went really well. It was okay. Seemed that it was really smooth. and Pogba will be in La Continassa also tomorrow. He will work individually. His goal is not the game versus Arsenal on the 17th, but his goal will be to be there for the 4th versus Cremonese. So if he comes back, guys, I would not be surprised if Juventus says if there is an offer, he can go. Ciao, grande Sylvain. I don't believe in Pogba anymore, even if, guy, we didn't even see him. The legend, the myth, the legend. I bought tickets to watch Arsenal versus Juve. You're lucky. You're really lucky. Why is Lotito speaking positively about Juve? Nico Schira tweet. Let's go and see. Guys, why? Did you see that actually the other presidents of clubs, they are absolutely not speaking about Juventus? Even De Laurentiis today, he paid attention. Let's read. Claudio Lotito. Oggi tutti parlano male della Juventus. Today, everyone is speaking bad about Juventus. These are not my words, even if I have the same, but it's the one of Claudio Lotito, president of Lazio. But è una di quelle società che ha contribuito al sostentamento del nostro mondo. But it is one of the clubs that actually contributed the most to the sustainability of our world. I will explain later because sometimes it's a bit difficult to understand what they mean. In tanti si sono abbeverati da lì e non può essere lei ogni male dal calcio italiano. Agnelli l'ho visto in Senato e l'ho abbracciato. What is he explaining? Claudio Lotito. Today, everyone is speaking bad about Juventus, but it's one of the clubs that contributed the most to the world that we are living in actually. A lot of people are angry, a lot of people are speaking bad, but Juventus can't be the only bad or pain of Serie A. It can't be Juventus the only problem of Serie A. We are all part of it. That's a bit what he's explaining. And thanks to Juventus, when he's saying they contributed most to the sustainability of Serie A, well, Juventus, they in the years, if Atalanta is a beautiful project, guys, let's speak about the beautiful project of Atalanta. Who fought for the 4 spots in Serie A, in Champions League? Because we had 3, We had 3. Who fought for the 4 spots of Champions League from Serie A? It's Agnelli, it's Juventus. So Atalanta, they should be a bit more thankful. Even if Atalanta, they didn't say anything, to be honest. By the way, they are a bit involved as well. Then, profit cases. Profit, guys, you can't. And I said it this morning in the video. The people that saw the video, you know. To do profit, you have to be 2. It's not that you sell your own players from the first team to next gen. No, you're selling to Atalanta, to Genoa, and also buying from them. Selling and buying, doing deals. Atalanta, Genoa, Lazio, Inter, Milan. All these teams. Bonucci, gone, come back, Higuain, half of the price. Guys, all the teams are involved. If we are speaking really about something didn't go well, and they know, Claudio Lotito said, thanks to the entries, the Champions League entry. But Cristiano Ronaldo, you know how much he brought in from television rights, from attention from the whole world. Who brought Cristiano Ronaldo in? Who brought and took all the risk? Because if today we are in that situation, probably it's also because of the situation Cristiano Ronaldo, not Cristiano Ronaldo. Because Juventus probably, they made a step too far. Maybe they exaggerated. Maybe they were thinking that they were the king on earth. Well, Juventus took all the risks, but everyone was taking the benefits. And Serie A, they didn't say, attenzione, Juventus, you took the risk for Cristiano Ronaldo, take a bigger share from all the new entries that are coming to Serie A. And no. So it's beautiful to speak bad about Juventus, because we are in the shit, probably because we made something. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Yes or no. At the moment, the anti-Juve are saying yes. But Juventus, they contributed a lot to the world that Serie A is living in today. So I totally understand the words of Lotito, and it's really strange, by the way. It's really strange, by the way. Let me read it again this time, translated in English by Google Translate. Claudio Lotito. Today, everyone speaks ill or bad about Juventus, but it is one of those companies that has contributed to the livelihood of our world. Mamma mia. Google Translate. Many have drank from there, and she can't be every bad thing in Italian football. What about Agnelli? I saw him in the Senate, and I give him a hug. Attenzione, Agnelli, check if your wallet is still in your pocket. Just check. I'm not saying anything, guys. I'm not exaggerating. Just check. Just check. You never know. You never know in life. Ronaldo was the face of Serie A for the 3 seasons. Yeah, of course. Disaster move, well. Yeah. If we are seeing now, yes, probably. No, Hanin, he's not a gobbo. He wants his cash, but now it will be more difficult for him, especially after the bad World Cup again of Serbia and Sergei Milinkovic-Savic that was not at the level. So, there is another thing maybe in closing time, depending on your question. It's again what I'm repeating. And you have to really pay attention. Why am I saying it? Because I receive a lot of DMs from people that are scared. I am scared, Pepe. No, now I'm not scared anymore. Pepe, I'm scared. Will we go in second division? Will we? What will happen with Juventus? Well, guys, all the intercepted calls. Normally, it's not even okay to show them. That's first. But from the moment that they start to be public, anyone can publish them. And then Juventus will have then you can't control it anymore, okay? You don't even know from where it's coming and so on and so on. But if we are honest, what they are doing is really disgusting, because we are seen as guilty without even being accused and without even being judged. The phone calls, the mails, and so on, they have zero validity at the moment. These intercepted calls can become part of a proof from the moment that you are in court and you have the context about that call, because private calls, you use language and also sentences that you are not using in a formal professional meeting. Even if you're speaking with a colleague, it's absolutely not the same. So at the moment, it is zero. And X is saying people said the same thing in 2006. You're right. And that's why, because I know Italy, because I know how much power media can have, that I'm not saying today Juventus is risking zero. I'm nobody. I don't know what Juventus did well or bad. I don't know. I can read, I can see, I can inform me. The only thing that I try to do for the people on the channel, but also for myself as a Juventino, is to look further than only the big titles. Like this morning, there was a judge that was saying it's worse than Calciopoli. Juventus risk to go in being relegated. You search a bit and then you see that it's the lawyer of Napoli. Big Napoli. Not that De Laurentiis has something to do with it, but then you see the links between people, who is speaking well, who is speaking bad, and then you see that, okay, the hate of Juve are bad. Or, for example, Ziliani, I can show you what we are enduring. Ziliani, who is a journalist, Paolo Ziliani, I can show you, that is since a few days going with full power with documents, with whatever thing, every time about Juventus, about going to Sturaro. He's doing a big work of researchers, then he's going with the young thing, okay? You would say he's doing his work of journalist, and no. Look how obsessed he is. Look how obsessed he is. The one of Locatelli here. And then you see that these guys are the ones that are putting these guys. Look. Obsession of Zigliani. Paolo Zigliani. Not Claudio Zigliani. Zuliani, the ex-voice of Juve, is one thing. Now we are speaking about Paolo Zigliani, someone totally different. But try to find another image. Look at how much he's tweeting about Juventus. Look. This is Paolo Zigliani with 44,000 people following him on Twitter. Journalist, verified. This is how he's doing. 28 of 11, 2022, when the board gave their resignation, and that's how he's describing Juventus. If you go a bit in knowing who that person is, maybe the people that are not living abroad, they don't know. Well, Paolo Zigliani is rumored, and we know it, that when he was living in Italy, well, his wife cheated on him with the coach of the under-19 called Paolo Montero. I understand why he's so obsessed. I understand why he's so obsessed with Juve. Because the wife of Paolo Zigliani cheated on him. And he's still with his wife. He cheated on him with Paolo Montero. What do you want? Attenzione, because it's the 6th of December. Ciao Cecilia, by the way. It's the 6th of December. What is happening on the 6th of December? Well, it's the birthday of Andrea Agnelli. And you know how much I love Andrea Agnelli. That doesn't mean that a person is doing only great things or holy things or really great things. When you're wrong, you're wrong. But I'm really curious. Juventus FC. Buon compleanno, Presidente. Happy birthday, President. This is the tweet of Juventus. And a better tweet than that is impossible. Andrea Agnelli. Happy birthday, Presidente. Let me check if we have also the one in English. Yes, happy birthday, President. And I want to read it. Happy birthday, President. Let me read it. Take my time to read it. Today is the birthday of our President, Andrea Agnelli. Attention to the words, because they are really important. Guys, they are really important. Today is the birthday of our President, Andrea Agnelli. It's not a day like any other, not a moment like any other. Much has been written, much has been said. And what we want to say today, to borrow a term dear to Andrea, a simply thank you. While leafing through the pages of the newspaper, you may risk losing sight of other pages, those of the history books. A history that has bound our club to one family for almost a century, in which Juventus became legendary, to then consolidate the status from 2010 onwards, thanks to an unprecedented era, on and off the field. All this is possible if it is driven by a vision, a clear, precise vision. Andrea Agnelli has not only demonstrated he has always possessed the vision, but he has made it a distinctive trait of his, taking Juventus by the hand towards horizon that recently before had been unthinkable. On the pitch, and it is enough to scroll down a list of honors so you risk forgetting some, and off everything that is before our eyes today and after a few years appear almost normal, such as a new visual identity, such as the new modern infrastructure, such as a look at worlds other than footballs, such as sport project never seen before in Italy, is a result of that vision. A vision that has had and continues to have the drive towards the future as its instinctive feature because, to borrow another concept dear to Andrea, after achieving victory, you immediately start thinking ahead to the next one. Remembering this lesson is the best way to wish our president a happy birthday. Attenzione, attenzione, attenzione. The birthday of Andrea Agnelli couldn't come in a better moment than this one. And the words used from Juventus are doing two things. They are saying, he is our president. That he's resigned or not, he's our president. But what does that mean? We are not ashamed. We are not scared. We are defending not only Juventus, but by consequence also Andrea Agnelli. Today is the birthday of our president. Much has been written. Much has been said. Much will still be said. And what we want to say today is a simple thank you. Look at that. While leafing through the pages of the newspapers, you may risk losing sight of the other pages, those of our history. Attenzione, because they are saying, I'm not showing it because I try to be polite on the channel for the kids that are watching, but here Gazzetta dello Sport, here Corriere dello Sport, here to Paolo Giuliani, that we were just mentioning and showing how he was treating Juventus, that probably did something good, something right, maybe whatever you want. We don't know. We will discover it. But what they are doing today, and reported by that man that is not a Juventino, but Manes, that is actually a professor in lawsuits, big article in Tuttosport, he's saying what is done here today, it's already a parallel process. That's how it's called in Spain, a parallel process in Germany, in USA. That means the audience is already judging you publicly before going to court. It's not even important anymore, the result of the court. We don't care. What we care is that we will judge you based on what we see. And what we are seeing today, it's only coming from one part, the accusation part. We don't see anything from the defense part. So what they are doing today is trying already to enter in the conscious, in the head of the one that will judge, because they are lynching Juventus already on papers, so that the mass, they are sure that Juventus is guilty before going to process, influencing the mass, the people, so that when Juventus will present themselves in the court, we will already be guilty, because the mass has decided so. And it worked in 2006, it will not work today. And today I am proud, I am really sincerely proud that I can say, guys, look at this. Juventus is reading the same papers. And Juventus this time, not like in 2006, they are not stepping away. They are not saying, like we said in 2006, we don't know what Moggi, Giraudo and Bettega did. We don't know. If it is like that, well, it is like that. We are really sorry. We can't do nothing about. And we have to pay attention, and we will try to be really clear. And we didn't defend ourselves in 2006. I told you since day one, when I knew the news, I said Juventus now, today, will defend themselves. Why? Because for the people that do not know, watch this one. Make yourself a present if you can go on Amazon. Here, I am not joking, guys. I'm not sponsored or whatever. I bought this one in limited edition at the time. They were 1897 copies. I had one. It's a fantastic one. Really fantastic one. It's not only the story of Juventus, but it's also the story of the family Agnelli, if you want to know. It's a really, really fantastic one with 3 DVDs at the time. But why am I, or four, really fantastic one, fantastic edition. But why am I speaking about it, guys? Because in that DVD, in that movie, there is a young John Elkann that is saying, I was really young. And it was overwhelming. And probably I did a mistake because I was so young. Juventus is saying today, we read the papers. We know what you are saying. Don't lose sight. Don't do like what we opened the video with. We opened the video reading some comments of people that said, delete Juve fans. Delete Juventus. Why? Because Allegri might have a bit more to say. In the meanwhile, there is nobody other than Allegri at the moment. Delete Juventus. Send us in Serie B. It will be less painful. John Elkann out. These things we were watching. These things we were reading. Well, Juventus is saying, don't forget what Andrea Agnelli did. Some people celebrating when he resigned because he was the bad of everything. Some people said it because they were happy. Allegri would be out. What other coach? We don't care. But Allegri would be out. And no. Juventus is standing next to Andrea Agnelli. Today is the birthday of our president, Andrea Agnelli. We are reading it. What did he do, Andrea Agnelli? Guys, 9 consecutive Scudetti with the men. 5 consecutive Scudetti with the women since day one. 2010 was a really difficult moment, guys. When he took over was really difficult. He brought the club from a value of 160 million to a value of 1.5 billion. We have a stadium. Nobody has a stadium like that in Italy. We brought Cristiano Ronaldo, that we understand that unfortunately that was probably the mistake, but at the time, how much joy, how much proud were you? You like Ronaldo or not? It had also good consequences of benefits. Adidas, new deal, big deal. Sponsorship, Jeep, bigger share. Women team, next gen team, the only team in Italy to have a next gen team. Where Milan, they went away. Inter went away. Roma, they gave up. Guys, I'm speaking too much alone now. It's a monologue. I'm really sorry for that. But be happy for what we did. Did we do mistakes? Yes, we did mistakes. Was the intention of Andrea Agnelli and his team bad? No. The intention was to bring Juventus even to a next level. To the level of the sheikhs, with infinite entries, with really strange lobbying. They're really close to UEFA, Seferin. They did a lot of wrong things and nobody's talking about. But we tried with our weapon to arrive there. We took some risk, too big risk, where all Italy was benefiting from him. Look at Lotito. He's today saying it, and I'm happy with these words. We took all the risk, and today we are blamed for taking the risk. A lot of people are saying bad manager, he did a lot of mistakes, bad president, had to leave before. Yeah, but if you didn't take anything, if you didn't try, you would have probably still be there in Italy, and in 5 years you would totally disappear forever. Beautiful, beautiful words. I see BT that is saying bravo. That text has class. We must defend our team. Don't tell me we launched the Super League for his birthday. No, today no. Happy birthday, Andrea from Radevan. Sinterklaas kapoentje. Leg wat in mijn schoentje. Leg wat in mijn laarsje. Thank you, Sinterklaas. Sinterklaas kapoentje, leg wat in mijn schoentje, leg wat in mijn laarsje. Thank you, Sinterklaas. People are saying, Beppe, you and Jim, you are totally crazy. What are you talking about? Well, Sinterklaas, it's, I don't know in other country how we can call him. Santa Claus. No, Santa Claus is the winter, is the one of Christmas. I don't know, guys. Sinterklaas kapoentje, and he's bringing you some toys. He's bringing you some toys. Look, Sinterklaas kapoentje. Jim, what is Sinterklaas in English? We don't know. But Saint Nicholas. Saint Nicholas, Saint Nicholas. Pinking. You see, so I sang in Dutch. That's the first time ever I did that on the channel, singing in Dutch. The song of Sinterklaas kapoentje. Sinterklaas kapoentje. Give some. It's like put something in my shoe. Put something in my boots. Thank you, Saint Nicholas. Mamma mia, fantastic. From Andrea Agnelli, Lotito, from the pages, we go to Sinterklaas kapoentje. Beautiful. This kind of Juve fans are not Juve fans at all. Pinking is there. Saint Nicholas, Saint Nicholas. You know him then, huh? No, I think it exists also in other countries. Who can tell me in which country Saint Nicholas exists? And if he also brings the gifts for you. Wait. Saint Nicholas. Sinterklaas. Guys, I will show you the picture of Sinterklaas. I want to know in which country, and tell me also your country, yeah, guys? Sinterklaas. It's not Santa Claus, huh? Bogdan. In Romania it exists. The name of NX is Nicholas. Der Nikolaus. Yeah, but tell me, der Nikolaus is then in Germany. Santa Nicola in Malta. You see? Germany, Nicola. You see, it's not only Belgium and the Netherlands. Saint Nicolas, Tomsi, Saint Nicolas. France, l'Alsace, en Alsace, Saint Nicolas. Not in Sweden. Then you have no gift. I have gifts. In Austria, we have Nicholas and Krampus. Who's Krampus? Mamma mia. Brazil, it's true. Papa Noel. Papa Noel, in French we also say, no, it's different. Papa Noel is different, Guilherme. That's the 25th. Here we are speaking about the 6th. But normally, Brazil should have also Saint Nicholas. It's true. My son is Nicholas. Lui Pace. Grande, you see? Ciao, Beppe. Love the holiday sweater. You know what I bought today? I bought the Christmas balls of Juve, and I bought the sock. So I can't wait to receive them. 6 balls. I will put them in the wall. The balls of not the balls of the players, guys. The one for the tree. This and then the sock, and it's a really beautiful one. Yeah, but we have 2 guys that are bringing gifts, Guilherme. Sinterklaas on the 6th of December for the birthday of Agnelli, and then we have Santa Claus. It's different. It's not the same. Santa Claus is like me, you know, a bit more thicker with a big beard, and Sinterklaas is it's a different one. It's like this, a bit more skinny, big. Anyway, happy birthday to your son, Bebe. It's not the birthday of my son. My son is born on 21st of May. No, it's not the birthday of my son. I didn't say that. By the way, Locatelli, 3 months on the channel for Locatelli. Locatelli saying, ciao Beppe, I've bought tickets to the Juve Arsenal game of women and the friendly at the Emirates. I can't wait fino alla fine Forza Juve. By the way, thank you, really appreciate it. 3 months on the channel for Locatelli. Locatelli, I'm super happy because I will do the watch along on Twitch of the women. We know how important it is. We did 1-1 at home, and we were actually regretting a bit because we could have potentially won that game anyway. 1-1. It's already a really beautiful progression. Speaking about Agnelli and the women, one day he said, I knew about the Scudetto and congratulations to winning it, but that was not my dream. My dream is, and I'm thinking that you can do it, it's winning the Champions League with the women. That's beautiful, huh? And the hardcore Juventine that are there in our team, we're speaking about Salvai, Gama, Barbara Bonansea, Girelli, Martina Rosucci, and so on, they really want to do it. They really want to do it. So now we are playing there. We have 1 point versus Lyon, 1 point versus Arsenal, and 3 points versus Zurich. We have 5. Arsenal has 7, I believe. Yeah. So everything is open. And now we are playing in the Emirates. I will do it on Twitch. Julian, I joined back and you are searching Sinterklaas. Hey, Julian, you left. I sang the song of Sinterklaas Capuntje. It was fantastic. That was a moment. Wait, we were just speaking about Agnelli, yeah? And then we did that transition. On that day, you're supposed to cook manele, the little bread guys. We are celebrate the names Nicolas on Saint Nicolas. Okay, guys. What now? We spoke about Sinterklaas. We spoke about Agnelli. We spoke about super coach and super manager Allegri. 1 hour and 10. It was a good live, huh? Today was a really, really great live. Today was a fantastic live. Ciao, Franco. Today was a really good live. No, I just want to finish with this one because not with Sinterklaas. I just want to finish with this one with here. So here he's also saying the lawyer, important person. He's saying with all these leaked and all these processes that are made already by the accusation on media, you lose a bit your ability to prove that you are innocent because the people, they already judged you. Then he's also saying, I saw myself a lot of politicians, but also a lot of entrepreneurs in the world that were actually lynched that much and that lost everything. They were devastated. They went into depression. They lost everything. And at the end, when there was a process, when there was the verdict, they were absolutely not guilty. But it was too late. It was totally too late. And then also the phone leaks and so on, they are absolutely not approved. So for people that are asking Beppe what and how, pay attention to what you read. Really pay attention. It's like the one that we read about super manager coach Allegri. I think that we explained it really much. From the moment, guys, at the moment, when you read, pay attention because you will see a lot of things. A lot. Ahmad, results of tomorrow. What is tomorrow? The games in the World Cup. Spain, Morocco. Attenzione to Morocco, eh? Attenzione to Morocco. Attenzione to Morocco. And then Switzerland is a solid team. I don't know. And they have problems with Portugal, with Ronaldo and so on. Should I go bold? Not bold. Bold I am already. But should I go bold? Attenzione to the double elimination of Portugal and Spain today. We had 0 surprises in the round of 16. Tomorrow we have not 1, 2 surprises. Morocco go through to the quarter and Switzerland with the penalties. Switzerland with the penalties and Morocco, they win as well. Attenzione. Off topic. Beppe, how do you think Italy would have done at the World Cup? Bad. Nirai, my friend Nirai, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. Sometimes I say thank you with the name and I read the comment, but I really need to repeat it seriously now that we have a bit more time. Really appreciate it. Really thank you. You are helping a lot for the channel, for the hours spent here and everything. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Nirai. Beppe Klaus, good evening. Good evening, Nirai. Thank you. Here is Julian, Switzerland. They are solid, huh? They are really solid. Don't underestimate them. They are a really difficult team to play against. I don't know if Sommer will recuperate or not. If they go with a penalty with Sommer, forget about it. Me and my son and my cousin and his son for Del Baggio. What? Julian 2-0 for Portugal. But you can't judge because you are emotionally involved, so it makes no sense. It makes totally no sense. what you're saying. You're speaking with emotions. Anthony Schifano, we already read. Nirai, will you go to the game of Juve versus Arsenal? BT, Switzerland came back against France in the Euros. Do you remember that? They were thinking, they were already celebrating with Pogba, with the frozen in the veins and whatever, the ice in the head, and they were out then. With then a fight between Rabiot and family and Pogba family in the stand because of your son, because of your son. Switzerland in the 90th minute. Pay attention, 3-2 pinking. You know that the World Cup is starting to annoy me? I loved it until the end of the game day 2, and now it's starting to annoy me. Also, the game that we saw lately, mamma mia, they were or boring or too easy or evident. It starts really to be boring. I don't have that vibe, so I can't wait to see the Netherlands versus Argentina, Croatia versus Brazil, even if Croatia, they had some difficulty today versus Japan. What's the other team? France versus England. I can't wait to see these games. But I have to say that if I was with so much excitement in the beginning, I start to be annoyed. They changed the mentality with Morocco, Stavros. They changed the mentality with the coach. I was listening because they are speaking French also in Morocco, and I was listening to the coach. He was speaking with Benatia, so I was listening, and he also know Benatia really, really well. And he said, you know it, huh? You know how the mentality is here. In the beginning, we came always to participate, and we were already proud and happy to participate, but we want to change things. We want to break records. We want to prove. And when you see what they are delivering, congratulations to Morocco. The trains will be in, they will protest. You will have to go by foot. You know that probably, I don't know if they will show it on television. I will do it on the channel, so I didn't take any ticket. But that's a game I would have wanted to go live. I never watched a game in a Premier League stadium. That's an experience I want to do. Before it's too late, I want to do it. I really want to do it. Buono, ragazzi. Good video, solid video. I rate the video of myself like this. Today I rate the video like this. Fantastic, Beppe. You did a good job. So, thank you. Thank you to all the people in the chat. We are speaking about just 800 likes. About Acid, Locatelli, Ron Rusitano, Haitem Charrara, Radovan, Stavros, Emilio Rebeiz del Baggio, Julian Dos Santos, Anthony Schifano, and you will watch together with with your best friend from Arsenal, Pavel. That's a beautiful one. Ciao Antonio, ciao Styler Z from the beginning to the end. Ciao Louis Pace, don't forget, before leaving, it's like always, you put a maximum of likes, and we see each other. Mamma mia, the shirt is fantastic. No, the sweater. The sweater is fantastic. It doesn't even irritate. You know the shirt, the sweaters of the Christmas, they always irritate you a bit. Fantastic. 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 I bought some stuff from you guys. Today I received the box that I bought. Really beautiful things. Fantastic, beautiful things. Ciao a tutti, forza Juve. Happy birthday, President.